Hi, it's Roni, and welcome to the Let It Snow YouTube Hop by the Paper Crafting YouTubers group on Facebook. The photo that I have there are of some of my grandkids and with their snowman. And I'm using it's We Are Memory Keepers. It's a collection that is pretty old, probably from 2012, but it was like 48 sheets. So yeah, I still have some. I am fussy cutting around this circle. It's scalloped, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it a little bit, just a little bit off, and put it over to the right hand side. It's got a lot of snow on the collection, but it's got some flowers too. I'm not going to use any of the flowers. And even though that background paper has snowflakes, I'm going to add more because you all know I like more. I wanted to put a border down there at the bottom. It just kind of looked plain, and I did think about doing a few banners, but I changed my mind on that, and I'm going to build a snowman. They have one, of course, in the photo, and if you notice the photo, it's pretty dark, and it don't snow that often here, maybe once or twice a year. Every now and then there'll be a year that's got a little bit more, but usually it's not very much. And it snowed after dark that night, and the temperature was going up. They were afraid that they would miss building a snowman, so they were out there in the dark building it. It's not a very big one because it wasn't very much snow. It had already stopped, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it had rained some before it ever started snowing. It rained earlier in the day. I'm using 3 different circle punches, but snowmen look awful cute if you do it by hand too and just make a lopsided circle. Because, when you build a snowman, it's not always this perfectly rounded. I'm inking the edges in that powder blue ink. Well, it's a chalk ink. It's pretty old. It's still hanging in there though. And I thought I'd make me a little snowman for him to set on. The circles I used is a 2 inch, a 1.5 inch, I believe it was. No, I think it's 1.75, yeah. And a 1 inch for the head. I just using plain cardstock, the pretty cheap, inexpensive stuff that you can get from Walmart with like 150 sheets, I think, in the package. But it comes in handy for a lot of stuff. I use the Martha Stewart punch. It's a pine branch punch for the arms, and I'm kind of cutting it down because I don't know about y'all, but the snowman that I made that are real, the branches never look that great. They are ones that have fallen to the ground. They're not perfect. And I didn't want mine to be perfect either. I really can't tell what theirs look like. I can see them, and they look pretty straight considering. But yeah, they're not the perfect ones usually, so that's what I was thinking when I was doing it. And forgetting that I was planning on copying their snowman a little bit. I'm not going to remember it until after I get this scarf done that I'm working on now. And that scarf does have snowflakes all over it. You can see them right now. But by the time I get done with it, you're only going to see a few. I guess I just kind of cut all around them or something. I am inking it with the gray, and I'm going to put that head back on when I get done. Yeah, that head that I glued on so quickly and didn't even think about the scarf. But it'll go on just fine. It will. I used that 1 inch circle on the scarf, and then I'm just rounding the top part and inking it again too, and then put my head back on. Um, the hat that I'm going to make is going to be kind of like an illusion of their hat because, now I've remembered that I wanted to copy theirs a little bit. It's going to have the brim and then the shape of that hat. I'm not sure what color that is. It's a yellow or an orange or something, but I'm going to go ahead and make it black. And it has like a circle or oval, which kind of looks more like an oval in the center of it, and a little red thing, which I am totally not sure what is. But I am going to make those things on my hat so that it'll look a little bit more like theirs. And I am inking the things with that uh, light blue, powder blue ink, chalk ink. I don't even know if they sell chalk ink anymore. I haven't seen it advertised or anything, or for sale in a shop. The hat, I'm trying to bring it down far enough so that his head, don't look like it's sticking out, you know, too far funny or it's sitting way on top. But I want to leave enough room for the face. And their snowman's got really big eyes considering. So I made my eyes bigger. And the thing is, looking at it right now, I forgot the pipe. It has a pipe in its mouth, but mine's not going to have because I forgot all about it. I just freehanded the little triangle thing for the nose, and that's going to be another thing I'm going to regret gluing down because once I go putting the little smaller, the 1/8 inch little black circles on there, I'll need to put one underneath part of that nose. But it comes up pretty good, so I pulled up the end and tucked it right under there. And then and if I'd been thinking, I would have punched more of the little black circles out when I was doing the punching because I remembered then that there's buttons all the way down the front of that snowman, so I had to punch some more out. But yeah, they put quite a few on there. I'm not sure what they used. We have no coal around here, but it does look black. And yeah, they had quite a bit of whatever it was they put on there. If you can see the picture very well in the close-ups, I lightened it a little bit, but you can tell that there is not snow everywhere because it wasn't very deep. And their poor little snowman picked up quite a bit of dirt along the way as he was rolling across the yard. But they managed to make a snowman out of him. And so I'm pretty proud of them for that. And yeah, they did it in the dark. I think it was like 9:30 or something because he sent me the picture right after he took it. It had rained earlier, so the ground was wet, and then it changed to snow. So it was disappearing pretty quickly. If you can tell in the background, the road behind them doesn't have any snow on it because it didn't stick to it as well as it did to the grass, and it was gone by morning. But it was a good thing they went out there when they did. My title, I used the Happy Day Paige Evans stickers, the little ones, and it says quick before it melts, and then down at the bottom it says, do you want to build a snowman? And these die cuts that I have here for the snowflakes, I used all the snowflakes I had that were about the same size, while some are smaller. I wanted to kind of scatter them on here, and so that's what I'm going to be doing. And I do have foam tape under, the only one that I could actually put foam tape under, and I'm going to lay a few on the photo to bring them up and give them dimension, and then scatter the smaller ones more around the page. Now, I did two layouts at the same time. The first one went up on Sunday. Well, it's still Sunday, but it went up on Sunday. And this one isn't going up until the following Saturday. But I die cut all the snowflakes at the same time so that I could just get them, ready for the two layouts, since I was going to use the same paper and everything for both of them. And yeah, I was glad that they were already done. It made for a quick layout and a quick video because that was the hard part, doing the die cuts. Oh, here I remembered I did not put no highlights on my snowman. And that's what makes them come to life, in my opinion, gives them a little bit of character. And instead of his eyes looking so dull and black, they got a bit of sparkle in them. I'm going to use sequins and put them around the layout. They are Spiegelmom scraps, and they're called Glacier Summit. And my friend Colleen sent them to me for Christmas. And they are perfect for this page. They have light blue, kind of a turquoise, and then a dark turquoise and some white. And so, yeah, they're really pretty going around the page and giving them a little bit of sparkle. And too bad there wasn't more sparkle in the photo. I think my son did a pretty good job considering how dark it was. And probably there was a light there somewhere to brighten it up a wee bit. But don't forget to check the links down there below to see what everybody else did with the Let It Snow theme. Some of them live in places that have no snow, or it's summer where they live. So they might have to get a little bit creative or pull from out of their stash where they've got some photos that actually have snow or something. So hop along and see what they end up doing. I was lucky. I had pictures with snow and papers. But yeah, if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But there's my snowman and my sequins brightening him up a wee bit. And the word it's over in the middle now. While I was sitting here, I kept looking at it and I thought everything else looks centered. I probably need to center the word it to make it look like I knew what I was doing. But have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.